Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to episode 20 of Bushcraft Heroes Treehouse. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We upload YouTube videos once a week on all sorts of bushcraft topics. For you existing subscribers out there, this is a message to let you guys know that this is the last numbered Treehouse episode we're going to release. So after this, all Treehouse videos are just going to be titled whatever it is we want to title them. Good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Bushcraft Heroes. My name is Matt.
I'm Reuben, and this is Manny.
Yeah, Manny the dog. Lots of people have requested to see him in another video, and he was desperate to come out, weren't you, bud? In today's video, we really want to address the... Manny, what is this? What is this? To address something that a lot of you have made comments about, and something we've been putting off for a little while, which is
taking care of this fireplace.
Yeah, it's remained a rock-free fireplace for a long time simply because there's no rocks really easily accessible around the camp. There's just no rocks in these woods generally, so we really have to venture down towards the river and carry them back up to the camp, which is a little bit of work.
So what we're gonna do is just unload our backpacks, hike down, and just do as many trips as it's gonna take to make a nice fire pit.
I'd like to, I mean, the ground's a little bit frozen today because we've got a bit of a frost on the go, but I'd love to try digging up some clay and packing in the gaps with clay and stuff, see if that helps at all. But anyway, let's get stuck into it. We've been collecting rocks down at the river for probably the past 45 minutes, and this is all we've managed to collect. It really is not a very rocky terrain here, so it's taken us a while to find these, and now we've got to pack them all into these backpacks and carry them back up to the camp. Let's do it. That was intense. Oh, $1. That is about, I think, a third of it.
Yeah, something close to that.
So we got another 2 runs to do down there. That was super exhausting, man. It's gonna be worth it. I really can't wait to get into this. Gonna get the rest of the rocks and then we'll unload the plan on you guys for what we're gonna do. Oh boy. I wish all of the natural resources were all around the camp, but you know, it's never that way. Never do you have everything you need in one place, which is why they say you should always collect resources as you're walking through the woods, because they might not be where you're gonna make camp. This is a prime example. Although you're not going to walk around collecting rocks generally, but you know what I mean. Oh, I love Reuben. Come on, Reuben. Well, that's a good amount of rocks, man. Oh yeah, and all those.
What are we gonna do with this big boy? Okay, Manny, go on. Go.
You want to be a part of it, don't you, bud? You want to help.
So we have our rocks, now we need clay. So we're gonna go around somewhere behind the shelter, find a nice spot that we can dig a hole and create a little bit of a clay mine. Hopefully the ground's not too frozen.
Okay guys, so we've managed to find a little spot with some good clay just outside the shelter for mining. And then we want to build the fire pit to be the exact same size as our cooking grill, so that the cooking grill can fit on it, and we want to mold it out of clay so it's like a real perfect cylindrical fire pit with stones in it to keep it all solid and from cracking and falling apart.
So we're gonna take the grill, we're gonna put it on the ground, etch a line into the ground to get the circumference of the grill.
Yeah.
And then that'll give us something to work off of.
Right.
Seems to be.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's do it.
So we're done digging for now. We have some clay here, and then we got to a deeper point where we had some different colored clay coming up. It's a bit drier, a bit clumpier, so we got to mix some water in it, see how it packs, and see which one is better. And then based on that, we're gonna dig out where our old fireplace was, create a clay base, and then the more superior clay that packs better we'll use as a mortar for our stonework.
One of the other reasons we want to do this clay base is because there's a lot of tree roots in this area, being that there's a lot of trees, and generally since we've been here we've moved the fires around so that we're not burning a hole into the ground, so that when we put our clay base down it's deep enough that there's definitely no roots under there and there's a thick base of clay under where the fire is going to be, so that it's going to be a much more minimal risk for starting forest fires through burning of tree roots. It's really interesting, like I didn't have any idea about this, but you can set fire to a tree root with a fire and it can burn for like months underground and then spring up as a forest fire somewhere. So I think this is the most responsible thing for us to do, seeing as this is the fixed place for the fire pit now, and we're going to have all of our fires here, and especially over winter where we're burning really hot fires for hours and hours and hours and hours on end. So really happy we're doing this. It's kind of it's turned into a full-scale like landscaping project, but you know how we roll at Bushcraft Heroes, never taking any shortcuts. So yeah, super excited to get a nice bed of clay packed into this beast. So now we've cleared our ground layer, we've actually made it about 6 inches bigger than the width of the circumference of our grill. The grill is 6 inches smaller than this circle, so it means that when we build the actual fire pit there's a really nice buffer zone where there's not going to be any roots or anything getting burnt. So now we're going to tamp this down with the old sledgehammer. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
So I start shoveling this in then?
Yeah, I would just fill the hole.
So,
that's what I would do.
Fill the hole with clay. So it's been a pretty laborious morning.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But different. Not collecting trees, not harvesting wood for once. Dug a pretty epic hole in the ground to harvest up all this clay. We've got a nice 6-inch deep solid bed of clay for under our fire pit. So next up we're gonna start placing our rocks in and sculpting together some awesome fireplace, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Start with the biggies. That one's pretty big. That one's pretty big. And that's pretty much it for the big guys. have a play, man.
Doesn't take much water.
No. I would literally make a little well in the top of there, pour some water in, and then just mix up like a, you know, a good
amount.
Good amount, yeah. Nice though. Nice to be working with something like that. That feels good.
Well, should we start packing it in, or do we want to mix it a bit thicker? Get it like a bread dough kind of. See, I think we should leave the gaps on the bottom because we need air to come up from the bottom.
Yeah, or leave a couple of gaps.
Yeah.
I reckon you take that stone out in the middle there.
This one?
And then we have these two as the air holes either side. I reckon that would be awesome. Very interesting, but interesting. That's looking sweet. So we finished the first layer. We're so sure it's gonna all crack. So as a fail-safe, we're gonna pile some more clay around the edge of the fire pit and then use our remaining rocks to kind of stack it up and make it like a thicker fire pit wall, which is also nice because then the more stones we have around it, the more heat that they'll retain and then project out to us when we're sat around it. It's also nice to have these rocks because we'd always find in winter our shins would be burning but our backs would be cold, so should keep it a bit more away from the shins. So I'm going to stack some clay around this and then get these other rocks going. Where's the shoveling? The shoveling meister.
It's in the mine.
It's in the mine. It's like real life Minecraft, people say. It's like real life Minecraft. Good job, man.
Yeah, you too. Turned out really good.
Really good. Really good. Super chuffed. Little tip for spruce boughs, once you collected them all up, try and get them into a bit of a bundle and then snap them in half. And then you get a nice, neat bundle to put straight on the fire. What's for dinner, Rubes?
Scary.
Oh yeah, bit of spaghetti. Nice. Man, that grill works a charm on there.
Oh yeah.
Not wobbling all over the place anymore.
No, solid as a rock.
Man, you can really feel that. I don't know if it's any different, but like it does.
It's a placebo effect.
Yeah, maybe it is, but it feels good.
I like it. It definitely, I could feel like cooking.
Yeah.
When you got the wind coming under,
Yeah,
it just takes the heat away.
Yeah.
It's like the heat stays.
Yeah.
Too bad we didn't bring steak.
Yeah, steak would have been the one. Bit hot, mate?
No, not yet.
Yeah, boy. We never get to eat normally this stuff. I'm kind of glad. It's always steaks on coal or sausages. It's kind of nice to have some civilized, like civilization food, but in the middle of the woods.
This is compliments to Kayla's auntie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she brought it in yesterday.
I know Joe Robinette often has like dehydrated chili, which I kind of like the idea of. It's just dehydrated, you just add water to it.
Space foods.
Mm-hmm. And this is delicious. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Finish it.
Don't have to ask me twice.
Finish him.
I bet there's a million people out there like, finish the Bushcraft Treehouse.
We're on that page too.
Yeah. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining us on this awesome episode of Bushcraft Heroes. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you know, it was a tough day hiking the rocks up and digging a big hole, mining for clay. It was strenuous, but it's paid off.
And it was different. It was nice to do something different. We've never done anything like that. It was nice to finally start working with clay, wasn't it?
Yeah, working with clay. Now we know what it's going to take to get the oven going and whatever else we need the clay for.
Yeah. So please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, or a comment if you have any questions or suggestions on the video.
And don't forget to subscribe.
And also don't forget to check out our Patreon page. A few people have messaged us to ask if we have one. Finally did set it up. If you'd like to help support Bushcraft Heroes making treehouse videos more often, please head on over to our Patreon page. I'll put the link in the description, and you can do that. We'd really appreciate that as well.
Thanks again for watching.
And we'll see you next time.